Hi, in this video I want to teach you how to crochet this bruges lace summer blouse Rubidalia. To this one I'm giving my full name because I call the motif Dahlia, and I already have made the summer blouse Dahlia and the summer blouse crop top Dahlia. So to this one I give him my full name, Rubidalia. So that's my name. It's very easy to do and very fast, and it look amazing. I love the combination of this color. So here is the list of material you're gonna need to make this beautiful bruges lace summer blouse. To make this summer blouse, this is the yarn I'm gonna use. It's a blend of bamboo and cotton. It's like fine 2. Each ball of yarn I have 50 grams, and this one is a hot pink and this one is white. The crochet hook is 3 millimeters. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. To make this summer blouse, again I'm gonna use these motifs that I did before already in 2 more blouses. So you can do this one and many more with these motifs because they're really easy and they look really nice. The only difference than these motifs, I have left these in the center, the flower open, and the other ones I gathered them in here, but I like them open for this one. So you can choose to close them or leave them open. Here what I did, and instead of pass the yarn through here to gather the opening here, what I did, I passed it to the back, loose the tails. I did a knot with the other tail and loose the tails, and it's just like that. And something now is when we are attaching these, we don't want to do it like the first one. And the first one we did just single crochet, and this one we're gonna do a double crochet, a half double crochet, and 1 2 3 4 single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. So this part gonna be for around your back and your chest, you know, all the way around. So the amount of motif that you have to do is up to you, because I don't know what size you are, so you are making your own. So you make the motif and start attaching them and measure on yourself. So I'm going to continue with mine, and when I have my desired amount for me, I will let you know. And I'm going to leave the link here. You're going to see an eye. You click in the eye and that will bring you to the link in how to make this square. So you have the choice to leave this open or close them, and here it's up to you. Here I'm going to show you how you're going to attach the motifs. I'm going to attach this one to this one exactly the same way that I attached this one here. Once you get to the first corner that you chain 2 in the outside, you're going to do yarn over, and you're going to go to this corner here, and you're going to do a double crochet. You're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna do yarn over, and you're gonna do your 4 double crochet again. So when you finish here, you go to work on the outside again. You'll chain 2 and do a half double crochet here, and in these 4 you will do single crochet, and in this one a half, and in this one a double. So it's like this one. So you have to create a long strip that will go around your chest back to the other side. For mine, I attach 4 of the motifs. If you want it bigger, you can attach more, but if you want it just a little bit smaller, what you do is change the crochet hook to make your motif smaller. And if you want it just a little bit bigger, use a bigger size crochet hook, like a 1 size bigger, 1 size small. For mine, I'm gonna do it open, but if you want to close in the front, you just put another motif and attach them in both ends of that motif to create a circle. And if you don't know how to do that, you just go to the other video where I did my other summer blouse. It's summer blouse Dahlia, the one orange, and there I show how to create the circle, how to touch the 2 ends together. So after that, we come here to this corner. We're gonna start the slip knot, in this corner I'm gonna do single crochet, I'm going to chain 2 for separation, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 4 double crochet, and 5 for the loop. So I'm going to place my finger here, and I know in that space I'll have to put my double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a sec, this yarn open up. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 yarn over, and I go here, and I'm gonna do first double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have 2 for separation here, so I'm going to chain 2. I go here to this loop, I'm going to do the single crochet, chain 2, and I'm going to continue working this. So here, if I place my hand in here like this tray here, you see the separation here. So what I'm gonna do is do a half double crochet and maybe a treble crochet in here, and again a half double crochet. So I'm gonna work like this with single crochet until I get to this one, and I'll show you how to do this in here. Anyway, that way is easy for you guys. Now I have to work in here, so I'm gonna yarn over, and I'm gonna do half double crochet in this loop, chain 2, turn my work around, and do my 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 5, 5, turn your work around, these 2, okay, 4 and 5. I'm gonna do here my 4 double crochet, chain 2, and over twice. You're gonna go to this loop in here, and you're gonna do a treble crochet, chain 2, and you're gonna continue working like that. You know, the 4 double crochet, chain 5, 4 double crochet, chain 2, a treble here in the center at this double crochet, and another one in this loop here, and then half double crochet, and then single crochet until you get to the next part in here that you're going to repeat exactly the same that we're doing in here. If you are making this a round piece and the top, you have to do this all the way around as well. Okay, here I'm going to finish with a chain of 2. I'm going to do a single crochet in this corner, chain 1, cut the yarn, and lose that tail. Once you finish, it look like this, and as you put it this way, it's nice and straight. Now we're going to work in the bottom part. If you're working this in the round, I recommend when you're going to start this piece to start in a place that you start with a single crochet. That way when you get to the part here where you attach together the 2 ends here, you do exactly as you did in here. That way it's nice and even. So now we're going to work in the bottom part, and you're going to start in any of the loops. Now we're going to work in the length of the blouse. So depending on the amount of row that you give to this strip is the length that you're going to give to your blouse. You can do it shorter, you can do it longer, it's up to you. So we're going to start with a chain of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm gonna place my thumb in there, and I'm gonna do a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain over, and I'm gonna do 4 double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you work around, and again you're gonna do your 4 double crochet. Like that, you're gonna continue until you have the desired length that you want for your blouse. So when we attach this to this one, it will give you the length. This is the length that I'm gonna give to mine. In total, I have in this side where I have the tail, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I'm gonna work on number 9. And number 9 is gonna be attached to the first loop in here. So I'm gonna do a yarn over, and I'm gonna do a half double crochet in the first loop, chain 2, yarn over, 4 double crochet. And 4, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn your work around, 4 double crochet, chain 2, a single crochet in the next loop, chain 2, 4 double crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn your work around, do 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 2, half double crochet, chain 2, turn your work around, and here we attach the 3 that we need to attach. This, when you're attaching, and here you have to make sure that this is multiple 3, this strap. So you have 1 or 2 left. I'm gonna show you how to work that in the middle. I have 1 extra in here, so in the center I'm gonna fix that one, not in the beginning or the end, because I want them to be even. Only in the center I'm gonna do that. So I have 1 extra. You have to make sure you count as how many you have. You have those 1 or 2 extra. We'll work in the center. I'll show you how to do that when I get to that point. So here I'm gonna do my 4 double crochet again, I'm gonna chain 2, 1 and 2, and I'm gonna go through this loop, pull the yarn through. I had 2 loops, go to the second one, I have 3 loops, and go to the third one, and I have 4 loops. I'm gonna pass the yarn through and chain 1 to close the stitch, and now I'm gonna chain 2, 1 and 2. I'm gonna turn my work around, and I'm gonna do again 4 double crochet, and like that you turn your work around. Now you're gonna chain 5, 4 double crochet, chain 2, and then you're going to attach to the next loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn your work around, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 2, go to the next loop, do a single crochet, chain 2, and then you're going to continue working. So it will look like this. And the outside you're going to continue with the chain of 5, and then the inside chain 2 and a single crochet in each loop until you get to this one here. When you get to this one here, we'll turn our work around and do the same in these ones here. So I will show you how to do that once I get to the point here. Here I'm going to attach the last one with a half double crochet, and here I'm going to chain 2, turn my work around, and I'm going to do my 4 double crochet, now I'm going to chain 5, and I'm going to work my 4 double crochet. So what I have to do now is work until I have 2 more loops in the outside. That way we can turn our work around. So the outside going to be this one that is in the inside here. Once you get here, you're going to do 2 more loops in the outside here, and then I'll meet you here to turn our work around. But remember, 2 loops. Here I have those extra 2 loops in here, and I chain 2 in here. So I'm gonna pass my hook through the first one, pull through. I had 2 loops, the next one 3, and the next one 4 loops. I'm gonna pass my yarn through, chain 1 to close that stitch, and you're gonna chain 2, 1 and 2. You're going to turn your work around, and you're going to do your 4 double crochet. It's the same repetition that we did to turn our work around on the top. So you're going to continue working this exactly the same. You see? Attaching here, and this one's here with a single crochet until you get here to the top, and then I will show you how to turn your work around, and from there you can continue working until you get to the center, where I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that extra that I have. Here I attached the last loop in here. Now I have to attach in here, so I'm going to chain 2, I'm going to do yarn over, and I'm going to do a half double crochet in this loop. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to continue with my 4 double crochet in here, chain 5, 4 double crochet, chain 2, a single crochet, and in here I'm going to attach again with a half double crochet like I did in here, and I'm going to gather these here in the center as I did in here, and I'm going to turn my work around, and I'm going to work until this one here. I'm going to have 2 loops extra to turn my work around like I did in here, and I'm going to turn back and forth until I get here to the center at the back, because I have 1 extra loop, and I'm going to work with that extra in here. So I will show you how to do that when I get here. So you're going to continue working this like this. It will look like this in here. Okay, here I'm in the center at the piece. So in these 2 loops I'm gonna work now. I have 1 extra, and then I'm gonna use it here in the center. That way it's even everywhere else. But if you have 2 extra, what I recommend is the one before the center. You do what I'm gonna do now, and then after you do the center like the other ones that you've been doing so far, and then after the center you do the other one like this one. That way in a space evenly. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now here I already did my half double crochet, and now I'm gonna do the single crochet in the center. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass through this loop. I have 2. I'm gonna pass through the next one. I have 3. Pass the yarn through, close that with a chain, chain 2, and now I'm gonna continue working as I've been doing so far. You know, you're gonna continue your work until the end. Here I'm gonna finish with the double crochet. That's at 4. Gonna chain 1, cut the yarn, loose the tail, and the same way that I start on the other side, it will look here in the end. You see, like this look in the end, and here is the beginning. Exactly the same. So I'm gonna cut the yarn, loose all those tails, and then we're gonna start working in the straps, and then we're gonna do a border all the way around, and then we have finished our blouse after we do a chain to close here in the front. If you are doing this in a circular, here you have to do another corner like this, round, and then after you have here, you sew the 2 ends here. But remember, when you are closing, doing the last one, you have to be closing in both ends, and this one attaching to the first one. Once you finish sewing the tail, it will look like this. I'll open it here in the front. We're gonna mark where you want the straps. I already marked mine. So for the strap, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one strap from here and this loop, and all the way around under the arm and top, and create a strap. And then we're gonna create another strap that's gonna be attached to this one here, and all the way around the blouse in here. So the first strap for this side, I'm gonna attach in here, and the second one, it will be attached in this loop. Okay, and the strap gonna be double like this. You see, like this too. I keep poking my work. So now we're gonna do the straps with this color, the accent color that we are using for the motifs. Here I did one of the outside strap, and it look like this in here. So exactly what I did here, I'm gonna show you how I did it doing this one. And here in this part under the arm, I did 1, 2, 3 half double crochet to make this a little higher here, like so. On the other side, see, like that. So I'm gonna start in this loop in here, and this one, the one after those. So I'm gonna do a slip knot. I'm gonna chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2, 1 and 2. I'm going to that loop and do a single crochet, chain 2, yarn over, turn my work around, skip 2 and do 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn your work around, 4 double crochet. Chain 2 and do a single crochet in the next loop. You're gonna continue doing this until you get where you have your marker. For mine, I left 4 loops You see, I don't count this one here, and then I count 1, 2, 3, and then number 4 I place the marker. Once you get to the marker, you're gonna continue working in that strip with 5 chain on each side. For me, in the outside here, this one, in the outside I have 15, I think 15 loops or 13 loops. Let me count. I think it's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 loops in the outside. So you have to measure on yourself. That way you all know how many you have to do for yours. So when we get in here, I will show you how you're going to continue here and how to do this part in here. Here I already have my 13 in the outside. So I'm going to work in 14. And that one will be attached to this one. So you have to make sure that your strap is not twisted. So I'm going to chain 2. And I'm going to go to this loop where I have the marker, and I'm going to do a single crochet. I'm going to continue working in the strip and attaching to this loop. And I will show you once I get to here, and those ones here, how to continue. Now I have to do my half double crochet in this loop in here. Chain 2. I'm going to continue working in here. Chain 5, come back, and when I chain 2, I will do half double crochet in this half double crochet in here, and then another one in here. And then when you come back, it's just to cut the yarn and leave a tail for sewing in here. Here I finish, and it will look like this. You will finish with this one here, with a loop on this side. That way, when you sew this here together, you'll have that one with a separation there in between these two loops. Once you finish, it look like this. Now we're gonna do a border all the way in the front, all the way around here, in the back, you know, the strap, the back, the other strap, all the way around. So I'm gonna start from here. I'm gonna do a slip knot. And I go over here. I'm gonna do single crochet, chain 2 for separation, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the 4 double crochet. I place my finger here. I'm gonna chain 5 for the loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna do my first double crochet of 4, chain 2, go to this loop and do single crochet. You're going to continue working this strip all the way here. I will show you how to work in here. Here will be half double crochet to make this a little bit out. So I will work doing the strip and this loop. I wanted to mention, if you found that the strip with 4 double crochet is too wide, you can do of 3 or 2 double crochet. Now I'm gonna do my first half double crochet, and you have to put your piece in a flat surface. That way you know where you're gonna do your half double crochet. You don't want to put too many or too little, that your work will be too loose like this or pull out too tight. So my first half double crochet gonna be in this first loop here. So I'm gonna yarn over and I'm gonna do my first half double crochet, chain 2, turn my work around, and I'm gonna do my 4 double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, turn my work around, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Now the next half double crochet, if you put it like this flat, will be in the next loop, not in this half double crochet here in the next loop. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to do my half double crochet in this loop. After you do your half double crochet, you're going to chain 2, you're going to yarn over, turn your work around, you're going to do 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 chain, turn your work around, and you're going to do your 4 double crochet, chain 2. Now my next half double crochet is in this chain 2 space in here. Okay, now my next and last half double crochet will be in this loop in here where I have this chain of 2 coming out in this loop, my last half double crochet, and the rest will be single crochet, and that way you make this nice and straight. And here I'm gonna do my first single crochet, and in every single loop will be single crochet. You're gonna work until you get to this loop in here before the one that you already worked the stitch in here, in this one. Okay, so after that we're gonna work on the sleeve or in the strap all the way to the back all the way to the other strap, and all the way to the front of the piece. I forgot to mention, if you're doing this close, yeah, put this here like this, that way I don't lose my stitch. So it's really cool today. The temperature was 13 when I woke up. A huge storm yesterday. We even had hail. And it's July, it's the 2nd of July. We're supposed to be having beautiful weather, and it's 15 outside. So if you have closed this here in the front, if you're doing this close, so you only have to work, you don't have to start like this one in here. You have to start to work just in the part here of the collar, from this loop to this one, here in the front, and in the back, and the straps. Okay, so I'll meet you here when I get to this loop in here. Here I'm already working the last loop in here. So I wanted to mention, here I had 2 single crochet in this loop, but on the top here I only did 1. Okay, and I went around, and now I work in the last loop. I came back, I'm gonna chain 2, and I'm gonna grab the strap, make sure that it's not twisted, and in this loop here I'm gonna do a single crochet. I'm gonna chain 2, and I'm gonna work my 4 double crochet, chain 5, 4 double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet in this loop at the strap in here. I'm gonna work all the strap all the way to the back. Here I'm about to work in this loop in here. I'm gonna do my single crochet, chain 2, and I'm going to continue working in these loops in here, and I will show you how to work in here. This is what I look like in the center here at the back. You see, I did a half double crochet in this loop and a half double crochet in this other loop. I don't did anything in the center stitch in here, because if I work there it will be too many in the other side. So I'm going to continue working in this other piece here at the back, and the strap, the other side of the blouse, and exactly as I did in this side. You see, we are already in half of the piece. So you're going to continue working it all the way to the other side, and I will meet you when we get in here in the tip. So if you're doing this round, in one piece. This is what you have to do when you're working the color, okay? This is how it looks so far, and I'm here at the corner. So what I did here in the corner, I already put a single crochet, and I want to work this in here that go round, and then I want to do the same with the color all the way through the bottom and come back here. Okay, so this is optional. If you like, you can finish here just with a 2 chain, a single crochet, and cut the yarn, lose the tail. You can leave it just like that in the front, but for me, I'm gonna do it all the way around the bottom. So I already have did a single crochet here in the corner in the first double crochet, chain 2, did 4 double crochet, chain 5 here. Now I'm gonna turn my work around, 4 double crochet, chain 2, another single crochet in the same space in here, and come back again and work 1 stitch in this loop, 1 in here, another 1 in here, and like that all the way around. Here I'm in the corner. So what I did is, let me chain 2 here. This is the corner where we started here. So I already came this way, and I chain 2, did a single crochet in the same space, chain 2, 4 double crochet, chain 5, 4 double crochet. Now chain 2, we're gonna do a slip stitch in the same place here. But now you have loop in here and loop in here. You need one of these space of double crochet in the center. So what I'm gonna do is do a slip stitch in here and this space of the chain, or you can do it backwards here and do a row of double crochet, and then you chain 1, cut the yarn, and with that tail you're gonna sew here in the end like this. Okay, you see here I did the slip stitch, I chain 3, the 3 more double crochet, chain 1, I'm gonna cut the yarn, and with that tail I'm gonna sew here at the end. It will be nice and round here. Okay, this is what the blouse look like, and they look fantastic. So from the pink color I use 1 whole 50-gram ball and a little bit of the second one, but just a little bit. And with the white I use more. I used 1 whole ball of 50-gram and almost the second one. So now with the white I'm going to do a chain long enough to close here in the front. So you will do the chain accordingly with the amount that you need, the length that you need. And after that I'll show you the end result. I did a chain, and this is what I look like with the chain, and I just finished with the chain in here until that strip that I did sideways here. So now I'm going to put it on my model and I will show you the end result. Well, here's the end result, and look in the front how nice it looks as well. And I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this piece and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman, or you can find me on my Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.